Hi, all, Marissa with the Art of Ecology, and today we are going to be making some not so simple syrup. And really what that means is we are going to be taking our plant matter, in this case a whole bunch of crab apples, and we are going to be creating a syrup out of that to use for cocktails or other drinks that could use some sweetness added to it. But where a simple syrup will almost steep these like a tea, we're going to be juicing these. So it's not as simple and easy as the simple syrup, but we're going to juice these and use that liquid to create our syrups. So let's get started. Here we have our fruit. You can pick whatever fruit you want. Wild berries, raspberries, blackberries, they're really juicy. Anything that's gonna have juice to it. You're gonna take those and you're gonna pick them, add them to your Tupperware, your bucket, whatever you've got. Keep in mind though that this is going to, the whole process is going to reduce the amount of liquid that you have by heating it, boiling it, things like that. So you really want to keep in mind that more is better than less here for harvesting. You are going to want to remove any sort of stems or twigs, debris, things like that. Wash it off, and then we'll get to the next step. After de-stemming and taking off all of the woody debris that there is, you can see, I am putting all of this on heat. It's not on high heat. You can see it's cranked down a little bit, and this is just to help soften these. These are crab apples, and because of that, they are really hard and really crunchy. I don't want this to damage my blender here because I don't have a juicer. I'm going to be using the blender. So just soften it. We don't want to boil it. That reduces the nutrient value of it, but we just want to soften it. Once you have softened it sufficiently, you can pop this into your blender. If you have a juicer, this step is going to be a lot easier, but if you don't, the blender works too. All I'm going to do is now puree the softened crab apples to get that juice out. So now we're going to turn it on and blend it. We have our warm crab apple mush, and now I'm going to put that back into my pot. We're going to add, for every cup or every unit of value for the liquid, you're going to want half of that in sugar. So you can take a lid or a block of wood, anything solid, and smush the goop down. That's going to press any of the extra liquid out. So I don't want to use a paper towel on my hands because that's going to absorb the liquid. So I've freshly washed my hands and I'm just going to smush it. Get all that liquid out. We want to save as much of it as we possibly can for this. And just keep smushing it until you feel as if you have pressed all of the liquid out. As you can see, we do have a fair amount of liquid in there, but I know there's more. Once you feel that you have satisfactorily smooshed all the juice out, there's my mush pile, you can now strain any last bits of debris that may have come through. Like you can see seeds are floating in mine now. So you want to pour slowly. Coffee filters are really good for this step. They're designed to catch little particles in liquid. You may need to do this step a couple of times. There's another seed that has managed to escape. As you can see here, I am left with about 1 cup, maybe a little less, of juice after all of the straining and taking the mush out. So keep that in mind. Now pour it back into your pot. And add your sugar. Finally, bottle it up. Make it nice and cute. It's now a great gift to give to any sort of fall lover. Perfect hostess gift for Thanksgiving get-togethers, or, you know, just for you. It is wonderful to be able to use nature's bounty to make awesome, awesome, yummy things. Enjoy.